So when it first started, that was the kind of motivation, and then it all connects though, because I would go around to local businesses, record stores, clothing stores in the Boston area, and I'd say, hey, I got this, hip hop radio show on Harvard Station, and they would laugh at me like, who the hell is listening to hip hop on a Harvard radio station? It was known for classical music. The station played 98% of the day was classical music. So I'm getting frustrated because people are calling in, the phones are ringing every Friday night. I know I got, you
got an audience and it's popping.
But I can't figure out how to convince people to sponsor it. So that's when I said, well, let me start building a mailing list of my listeners. So I started having people call in. I write down the name and address of, everybody that would call in. Join the Street Beat. That was the name of the radio show. Join the Street Beat mailing list. And I would set up sign-up.
This is before emails. You had to get it to your house.
Yes. Set up sign-up boxes in the record stores, fill out a little paper and drop it in the box there to get on the mailing list. So I built the mailing list up and then came up with the idea, let me create a newsletter to give out news and information and sell ads on the back of the newsletter. Because answering all those phone calls and writing down and talking to people, they had a million questions. So some of you may know in the 80s, there was a whole bunch of us that were growing up loving hip hop, but there was no information about hip hop anywhere. No newspaper, magazine. There was nothing. Nowhere.
And that was at the time where people were still kind of mainstream, looked at hip hop as a fad, looked at it something that was going to go away.
Definitely.
You had like older black people. There was just this conversation. Who just had this conversation? Karis One just said something about how like if older black people would have embraced them, that $10 billion that hip hop currently makes could be ours, right? But this was at a time where like pastors was like bulldozing hip hop tapes and
all that.
Yeah.
That never happened though. But
he never did that?
No.
Oh, that was an urban legend?
What? Well, he set up.
He set up the bulldozer.
He had the bulldozer.
But he never got it.
But someone told him that he shouldn't do that because it was too disrespectful to young people. So he never did. I interviewed him in the source.
Sorry, Calvin. Our bad.
In which we talked about that. He never did that. Just for the record.
Close
Got you. Close enough.
I mean, the intention was there.
Right.